What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel where we're talking all things real estate, from land flipping to private money to ground up new construction. In today's topic, what I want to talk about is when you're wholesaling land, what are these calls supposed to be like? When you're cold calling these sellers, whether you're skip tracing, whether these are inbound leads that you're getting from any type of marketing that you're doing, when you get on the phone with these people, what do you need to say, right? Um, the certain questions that you need to know up front before you make your offer, right? Before you start trying to market properties to your end buyers, your builders. This is the video for you if you're looking to learn how to really do this business, how to start right. I believe the video for you is going to help. All right, the intro, right? So you don't want to sound robotic when you get on the phone. Just keep it simple, like ring ring, hello, hey John, how you doing? Hey, who is this? This is Savion with whatever your company. If you're going to say your company, or you can say, hey, my name is Savion. I saw that you own this piece of property over here on 123 ABC Street. Do you still own that property? The reason that I'm calling you is I work with builders in the area, and I'd like to see if you are open to entertaining a cash offer for that lot. If they say no, okay, that's fine. Is it okay if I keep your contact information on file so maybe follow up with you in the future to see if anything changes? If they say, yeah, that's cool, okay, you got you a lead for follow up, right? And if they say yes, you go down another route. Do you own the property by yourself? That's what the sole owner of the property. And why that's important is you want to make sure that if it is multiple owners and stuff like that, that you would talk to all three of them, right? That's the best option to do is like get everybody on a phone call, say, hey, this is what I'm thinking right here. So that way, you don't just agree with one person and then they want this. I'm going back, I got two sisters and I tell them you want to buy it for this. And they're like, I think we can get this. Everybody's on different pages, right? So it's important for you to know if that person is the sole owner of the property. It's the same when they talk about wholesaling houses, like, are you the decision maker? You want to be talking to the decision maker or makers at the same time, right? So that's very important for you to know up front. After, if they say they are interested in selling, before you go into making an offer and going down your pitch, whatever. So the third thing you need to do is ask, do they have a survey? Like, has the property ever been surveyed before? Do you know? Because if it has been surveyed, it should be with the city, right? You should be able to go down to your tax records and pull real property records to get the survey. So it's very important because a builder is probably going to ask you up front, do you have a survey? If they don't have a survey, and if you don't have a survey, it's not a deal killer. Typically from the deals that I've closed, the builders have paid for surveys after clear title has been delivered, right? So that's very important. Remember that survey. And then a next question before you start getting to your offer. Okay, cool. Are there any title issues on this property? And if they don't know, like, what do you mean by, like, what do you owe any taxes? Are you caught up with the taxes? Have you been paying the taxes on the property? Okay, cool. Any type of liens or anything for vacant land? I believe liens may be probably like not as common as it probably would for maybe a house, but maybe somebody's been cutting the grass or something like that and they haven't been paid and they decide to file a lien or something like that on it. And then airship, right? So then you're going back to, or have you always owned this property? Was this property passed down to you, maybe from a family member passing or something like that? I have ran into issues like that where when you look up the address on the county records, it shows the owner's name, but then when you open up title and the title company does their title search, it'll come up like, oh, this, we have to get these signatures from these people. Either they all need to get a contract with all of them, or we need to contact them to get airship affidavits signed, and then they need to sign over their rights to this person that you have the contract with. And title will let you know that, but these are just questions you could ask up front, so that way as much as possible. Because if you still do have a good deal, and there's potential airship issues, a builder might still want to, proceed, just get the airship issues cleared up, right? So the more you know up front, the better equipped you are. It just, your credibility goes up that much more, right? So, and then also once you kind of get that cleared away, then you can weed into off getting an offer out and stuff like that. So before you would give your offer, I would go ahead and say, hey, look, do you have a number in mind that you're comfortable with? If you were to get this, you're ready to walk away. If they give you a number, okay, because that way you could tell, like, if you know you can't pay more than 70 to make you some money on it, and they say, oh, I want 150, y'all are way off. Like you can probably possibly go back to them and ask, like, where'd you come up with that number? Like, have you seen any land in the area sell for that? And so that's a good question that you need to ask before you go off and make your offer, right? Because at the end of the day, your money is in the spread. So if you offering $70,000 is going to make you 10, and you ask them, do you have a number you're comfortable with? And they say 60, boom, you make an extra 10 grand. Okay, cool. I agree. 60. Okay, cool. So that's just a question that I definitely will ask. Also, you want to make sure to ask them, if we can agree on a price here over the phone and I can get the agreement to you, can we get that signed today so we can get title open? Say agreement, don't say contract. I'm gonna send you over the contract. There's certain type of little keywords that you use that kind of turn people off. When you say contract, that might, have them like, I need to probably have somebody take a look at it or whatever. But I would just say, if I can get the agreement over to you, can we get that signed so we can get title open today? And then let them talk, right? So if they say, and we're assuming, okay, yeah, that's cool. All right. So after they say that, okay, here's my number. What do you think? If this is going to be cash, I'll let them know. I'll cover the survey cost. All you will need to do is pay your closing costs and the taxes up until the date of sale. And then just, if they say, yeah, we can do that. Okay, cool. I just need to make, so you can either do two things. Well, I would say if they're talking to you like that, then go ahead and just make sure you get their email information and just send them the agreement through DocuSign, right? So after you get that information, okay, cool. Mr. John Smith, it was a pleasure talking to you. I'm going to go ahead and get this agreement worked on right now. I should have it to you within the next 10 to maybe 15 minutes. Would you prefer me to give you a call back once it's in your email, or do you prefer a text? Which one works best for you? Okay, cool. And just before we get off the phone, I want to confirm your email is john.smith82@yahoo.com. Is that correct? Okay, cool. Well, I appreciate your time. I look forward to working with you. You have a blessed day. I'll talk to you soon. Boom. And that's when you get started working. So once you get that all put together and that gets sent, that's when you have your builders, you should have all their emails, and then just send them an email blast. This is the deal right here in the works. This is the expected closing date. Survey needed. Title is at this title company, right? And then that's how that process should go. Now, like I said, you don't want to sound like a robot, but you want to have some type of script, but you shouldn't be reading from the script, because every call is going to go a little different. What if they say, I do have a survey? Okay, cool. At that point, that's when you're like, do you mind sending me the survey? So that way, I could take a look at it, see if there's any setbacks or any easements on it or whatever. And this lingo, I don't expect a beginner to know, but as you do more deals, as you send deals to builders and they give you feedback, you're just going to kind of learn this stuff. As you look at more surveys, as you look at more title commitments, you're going to kind of know these nuances and things of that nature. So I'm going to try my best to, give you the information that you all want. I do need feedback. I need people commenting on my videos, so that way I can know what do I need to release in order to help. That's pretty much all I have for you today. If you have found this video helpful at all, please do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe, share this with somebody who's, that is interested in doing this, and let's get some deals closed.